Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Danish Shafran Ahmad Khalid and my chip number is 190658. Today, I would like to present my final year project entitled Design Heatsink Model for Enhancing Photovoltaic Cooling System. So basically, the introduction is renewable energy from sources such as sunlight, wind and biomass can be used in order to generate electricity have increased due to rising electrical load demand. Nowadays, in order to generate electricity, more non-renewable energy sources have been used and non-renewable energy can produce more pollution for the earth. Hence, so the problem statement is the performance and the efficiency of the PV cells are limited to the incident irradiance and operating temperature of the PV cells. To get the maximum operation from PV cells need to get the maximum sunlight. In order to reduce the temperature of the PV cells, a cooling system need to be installed, which is by using heatsink. The objectives for my final year project is to design a heatsink coalesce with PV cooling system for reducing module temperature using CATIA software, to analyze temperature reduction and heat flux using ANSYS software. So for the literature review, the temperature will be affected on the efficiency of the PV cells module as both the open circuit voltage and the fill factor decrease but the short circuit increase. The temperature of the PV system become higher because of lacking of proper cooling from the ventilated backside on the PV system. So this is my progress flow chart. So for the first thing is to determine the PV efficiency factors. Next is discover the method of cooling system. Choose heatsink as method of cooling system. Design heatsink by using CATIA software. Simulate the PV panel by using ANSYS software. Simulate the PV panel with heatsink by using ANSYS software. Analyze the data from the simulation. So the methodology is from the picture that as shown in the slide is at the left side is base of the heatsink and the right side is the design of reed fins of the heatsink. So this is the dimension of my heatsink and the final result of the heatsink. The height of the base is 0.95 meter. The length of the base is 1.9 meter. The thickness of the base of the heatsink is 0.02 meter. The height of the fins is 0.04 meter. The width of the fin is 0.04 meter. So after I design the heatsink, I design the PV panel. I design by using CATIA software also. And there are 4 layers of the PV panel, which are glass covering, ethylene vinyl acetate, PV cells and Tedela. So after I finish design the PV panel, I need to apply the characteristic of each of the layer, which means I need to apply the thermal conductivity, specific heat capacity and density. So this is the value that I need to apply in the ANSYS software when I do the simulation. So this is the design of the PV panel. The simulation, after I finish design the PV panel and the heatsink, I need to simulate in the ANSYS software, and I change the file from the CATIA part into the .igx file in order to easy import the geometry from the CATIA software into the ANSYS software. So after I finish design for both PV panel and heatsink, I combine heatsink and PV panel. I attach the heatsink and the PV panel so that I can see the difference when I simulate in the at the ANSYS software. So basically, this is the result from my simulation, which means that for this I use the simulation on the PV panel. As you can see, the initial temperature at the PV panel is 34.416 degrees Celsius. The minimum temperature. As I apply, and this is the temperature global maximum and the temperature global minimum for the graph. So for the heatsink. So basically, this is the heat flux for the heatsink. As you can see, the heat flux is heat flow. Heat that can be flow at the specific of time and at specific per unit area. So after I apply the heatsink at the PV panel, so this is my result at the simulation for combining heatsink and the PV panel. As you can see, I can reduce the minimum temperature from 34.416 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius, which means that the minimum temperature of the PV panel can be reduced. So basically, when at the maximum temperature, the PV panel can withstand with high temperature, which is 154.46 degrees Celsius, after I apply the heat sink, which means that if a higher temperature is produced surrounding at the surface of the PV panel, it can withstand with high temperature, as I apply the heat sink in order for the heat to flow from high temperature to cold temperature until it reach thermal equilibrium. So we arrive at the conclusion of my final year project. So the conclusion is the cooling system is needed in order to reduce the temperature of the PV panel. The cooling system such as a heatsink must be efficient enough in order to reduce the temperature of the PV panel. The design of the heatsink and PV panel is done by using CATIA software. NC software is used to carry out the simulation towards the PV panel with and without heatsink. So for the recommendation in the future, the experiment should be compared with the other cooling system. The simulation needs to be done with the hardware implementation so that comparison can be made between the simulation and hardware part. The hardware implementation is offer more accurate result as compared to the simulation because it will need to face serious situation as when weather problems occurs. That's all from me. Thank you.